Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has said his country follows a strong win-win approach with neighboring countries over the implementation of its potential interests, despite pressures signal unfair allegations over the Ethiopia's just pursuits. The remark came after the Prime Minister addressed questions raised by the House of People's Representatives during the 21st regular meeting. The Premier mentioned one of the greatest areas of diplomatic talks, the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, whose moves were highly dragged by the downstream countries, Egypt and Sudan, with the former still exacting false claims over this Ethiopia's natural treasure. He said the dam, with its potential of being totally complete in the next half year, benefits both Ethiopia and neighboring countries.
የቀድሞ የግብጽ ውጭ ጉዳይ ሚኒስትርና የደህንነት ሹም ካንዴም ሁለቴ አናግሬያቸው ነበር።
Regarding Egypt, I met with the former Foreign Affairs Minister of Egypt and talked with him about the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, and he told me that their fear is drought. However, I told him that drought is more a threat for Ethiopia than Egypt, and to tackle that, Ethiopia is massively engaging in green legacy. In this regard, it's here in Ethiopia where we have to tackle drought, as this country is the source of Nile. Therefore, I discussed with him issues about cooperating to finish this giant project, which is gonna be completed in the next half year. If the minister and his government had done their homeworks, we would have performed better. The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam is the pride of Africa. It is a source of unity. It shows how a united hand penetrates through hardships and external pressures. It's above all Ethiopia's treasure with 200 It's above all Ethiopia's treasury with 200 billion cubic meter water.
ህዳሴ የአፍሪካ ኩራት ነው። ህዳሴ ለመላው አፍሪካ መቻለን ያሳየንበት ነው። ህዳሴ ስህተትን ያረምንበት ነው። ህዳሴ በውስጣችን ያለው ውድቀት ጨክነን ወስነን ያረምንበት ነው።
Noting that the Pretoria Peace Agreement is a historic agreement that vehemently provides experience to many preventing civilian death, the Premier has also said that Ethiopia is always firm for peace and stability. He said that his government is committed to meeting the country's interests through a mere peaceful dialogue, indicating amends for Ethiopia's costful support, which has gained global attention apparently.
የባህር በር ጉዳይ ዋናው ዓላማ
The main objective behind raising issues about seaport is showing critically that talking about seaport is not shameful anymore. Now, the whole world admits that a country of more than 120 million people shouldn't remain landlocked anymore, as there is no any landlocked country with this many population in the world. What they rather advise is that our claims should be in a win-win approach. We can talk about both Abiy and Red Sea. Through win-win approach, we can make use of both Abiy and Red Sea. Some individuals claim that the issue of seaport is merely a addendum. That issue is not acceptable. Our quest for seaport goes back to decades, in fact.
አብሮ መስራት ይቻላል። ስለ አባይም ስለ ቀይ ባህርም እንደ ጋራ ሀብትነት መጠቀም ይቻላል። ናሬሽን እሳቤ ንግግር ግልጽ ሆኗል።
The Premier added that Ethiopia's costful support via Red Sea depicts no any extra need other than responding to a huge popular call amid pressures sparked by population growth. He said despite serious the country's interest is, applying for a support shouldn't by any means aggravate tensions. Responding to the rumors that there will be war with its northern neighbor Eritrea, the Premier said Ethiopia has no desire to forcibly conquer any sovereign nation.
የቀይ ባህር ፍላጎታችን ከሶማሌ ከጅቡቲ ከኤርትራ ከኬንያ የሚያጣላ የሚያዋጋ መሆን የለበትም።
Our interest in Red Sea shouldn't make us build up war with our neighbors. It's our common treasury, as there is 5,000 seashores in East Africa. There are recent rumors that Ethiopia will fight against Eritrea. Ethiopia's desire is to talk, to discuss on principle of give and take, on the principle that the people use, as we did with Somalia recently. What the Eritrean people need is development. We need to develop and work together, not to fight each other. However, we do not have to worry that any country can invade Ethiopia, since we are sufficiently prepared. One will stop us. And what we are preparing is to stop the war.
እንጋፈጠው እንወያይ ነው እንጂ እንዋጋ አይደለም። ውጊያም አያስፈልግም። ብዙ ክሶች ይሰማሉ። አብዛኛው ክስ ውሃ አይቋጥርም።
Stressing on the significance of support for a largest and history country, the Premier has also said that Ethiopia doesn't give up asking for support till it peacefully gains ownership. However, inclusive diplomacy is beyond question, as he disclosed.